Hey there. Isn't animation great? Right now it's not so much, it's kind of a theme. Some action adventure stuff and some just cool, fun stuff that I really liked. Some of these may not be the most well known, some of these are extremely well known. And the ones I picked up along the way, a lot of these got at places like sellers and stuff like that, bargain places that were closing down. And these things, some of these are actually quite expensive to buy right now, but you can get them at shops if you look around. And this one is a Prince Valiant, and this is volume 2. Of course, these are the same guys that they made a lot of these. You'll see the Ink and Paint Studios, and there's some great stuff on this. There's commentary, image galleries, bonus episode. This has an episode of Defenders of the Earth on here, and which is another animated series that had stuff like I think Defenders of the Earth had characters like the Phantom and Mandrake the Magician and stuff on. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's what it had. This is I'm not sure, it's a 5-disc set, and actually it's pretty cool. I kind of like this. It's just a fun adventure show for kids. It's not like some greatly animated show, but definitely beats a lot of the drawn with a Crayola animation that you get today. And it was fun. We had some great people doing voices of this. Tim Curry, Robbie Benson, Alan Oppenheimer, who worked in He-Man, James Avery, Efrem Zimbalist Jr. So, there wasn't shoddy voice work on this one either. Another one that didn't last long. Actually, this is 2, really. And that is Space Sentinels and Freedom Force. Again, by the same guys. There's a lot. Actually, there's some decent features on this one here. Now, Space Sentinels lasted 13 episodes, all of 13, and Freedom Force, which is pretty much the same type of thing, lasted 5. Freedom Force was kind of cool. You had guys like Hercules and Sinbad, Super Samurai, Merlin, and Isis all put into this one, so it was a fun little show. And if I'm correct, a lot of the Space Sentinels was kind of had some of those same characters. It's just one of those cool little shows when you watch when you're young. Now the next ones gained their cult status and deserved it. And I love these shows. Watch them all the time. And the first one is Thundercats. This here is volume 1, and it's has the first 33 episodes of the. So basically, it's about half the season. The show like this usually ran about 65 episodes. Warner Video put this out. There are a couple features on here. Fans talking about the series Thundercats. We've got Will Wheaton talking on this one because he's he's one of the geek gods now. And this is like a 6-disc set. There's some really cool way the set was put together. Extremely well done. I would love to have the rest of these, but I only have one more, and that one is this one here. You notice the particular covers on these things, by the way, as well. This one is season 2, volume 2, so I got 35 to 65 for the second season, so I need season 1, volume 2, and season 2, volume 1. But again, there's some cool stuff on the sets. This one not so much. It's just the Ultimate Adventure Challenge. It's a little thing on the 12th disc. There's like of course there's 6 discs in the set. Originally it was for the whole season this would be 12. So I'm guessing when they say 12th disc, they mean the last disc on this set. Thundercats was a really cool series. Basically, you got Lion-O and the rest of the Thundercats there. I can't remember their names right now, but Lion-O always stood out because, well, it's a pretty easy name to remember. Fighting the bad guys like Mumran, and like trying to help build New Thunderia. I think it was a cool series. It was a decent adventure show that a lot of people loved, and as we know, it's been remade. Now, the Thundercats had some really cool action figures out, so if you can get your hands on some of those, I definitely recommend it if you're a fan of action figures. The next two are important ones to me. I love animation. Okay, I'll face it. And these are, now originally I had more of these, but my son is also a huge animation fan, so he has the He-Man ones. And he has He-Man, he has the newer He-Man series, and he has that one in between. So he's got a pretty good He-Man collection that we started collecting together. But he has them, he's a real big fan of them, and I'm proud of him for that. This is one that any guy or girl love. And honestly, even better than He-Man, I know he's got some of these too, are She-Ra. She-Ra was the spin-off series from He-Man Masters of the Universe. And honestly, mistakes they made in Masters of the Universe smoothed out over time. By the time She-Ra came around, they pretty much had the formula worked out to exactly the way that they wanted it. And these She-Ra sets and He-Man sets, there are some great, if you can buy the new sets that are out now, they're fairly cheap, and you get like a lot of stuff on them. But if you can manage to go to like a Target or Kmart or Zellers, whatever's in your area, and manage to find these, go for it. I mean, some of these you can get for a song nowadays, like $10. One of these I got not even open because I actually have the other set with my son, the exact same set. These things go together, by the way. So this is the second one. I got this one $9.99. I think it was the Zellers that was closing out. And as you can see, or you will in a second, the sets, when you put them all together, will go together and make a picture. This is like just a bit of it. And here's one cool thing that I've got to show you. The artwork on the inside of these sets are great. But the coolest thing of all is that these sets, if you get them unopened, they come with postcards with great artists working on this. This is Dave Johnson here. A guy's worked on Batman, he's worked on Nightwing, Super Patriot, he did the artwork for Superman Red Son. This is his rendition of a She-Girl episode, like scene. And here we got Humberto Ramos, who people know for doing Flash, from doing Impact, and this is his rendition of a She-Ra episode as well. Again, each one of most of these, if not all of these, have two art cards in them with some very good artists. There's also the booklet that talks about the story. It talks about goes through detailed on the episodes. And of course, BCI, which was the company that put all this out at that time, they put out a little booklet of different stuff they had here. Arc 2, which I also have, it's a live action series. I'll get on that one of these days. The New Adventures of He-Man, which my son has. He-Man, which my son also has. Ultraman, which I don't know if I still have, but I used to have. Just a bunch of great stuff here. Of course, each of these ones are 6 discs. And you want to know how many episodes are on these? Well, the She-Ra Volume 1, Season 1 runs from episode 1 to episode 32 on 6 discs. So if I'm right, this one here should go from 33 to 65. So in other words, the conclusion of the so this one has, again, there's more features. All these are feature loaded, by the way, commentaries, featurettes, and it's storyboards, image galleries. This one here has a collectible art cards from Jock and the late Mike Waringo, who was one of my favorite Flash artists, by the way. A lot of great stuff on this here. You get these two. You get the first season of She-Ra. If you can get He-Man ones like this, I highly recommend them. These are so well put together. And all the animation sets that I've shown you here today are pretty packed. The Thundercats one are probably the sparsest sets, and they were put out by Warner Brothers that didn't have quite the love for the series that were put that those guys from BCI did. BCI really put a love and a depth into putting out these shows, and it shows in their sets. When you look at them, you open them up, they are true collector sets. You really feel like you're getting you feel like you're getting a deal. You feel like they're made by people that care about the shows that you just bought to watch. And I can recommend any of those shows for you, for your kids. There's a new Thundercats series. I'm sure there'll be a new She-Ra series, a new He-Man series on the road. Lord knows there's been enough He-Man series out there, and some of them have been pretty damn good. Again, She-Ra and He-Man has some great action figures that are great for kids. There's some of the sets have skyrocketed in price. The Eternia set right now runs for over $1,500, but it is an incredible set. And if I didn't think my significant other would kill me, I would probably buy that set. And I would enjoy it for the 3 seconds before it either went back or I ended up on the street. Seriously though, there's some great stuff there. For me right now, it's time for tea, and the more I do these videos, the more I want to watch some of this classic animation. I hope you do too, and hope you got some of this in your collection or you're going out to get some. Thanks a lot.